Hi guys, it's Jan, your favorite landscape photographer, based on a quick poll I made on the way here. The sample was tiny, but the result was very positive. Just joking. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about a topic that really counts, a topic that affects all of us who still take real photos in the real world. And honestly, the timing couldn't be more interesting. We are basically in 2026, a time when AI can create a perfect landscape scene faster than we can zip a jacket. And we are getting close to a moment when most images online will not come from a camera, but from a keyboard. So the real question is simple: how do we stay relevant? And how do real photos still win? Before we start, just a quick note. If you ever want to experience real photography with a real group of people in your real places, our expeditions for 2026 and 2027 are open. Links are below the video. And now let's jump in. So here is a simple fact. AI generates, photographers decide. And this difference is huge. Real photography is a long chain of decisions we make outside. Where we go, when we go, what we include, what we leave out, how we handle weather, chaos and timing. Which small detail becomes the soul of an image? These choices slowly build our personal style. And style is not something you download. And here is the funny twist. The rise of AI will actually make real photos more precious. In a few years, AI images will be everywhere, marked as AI. People will know what is real and what is not. And as soon as something becomes rare, it becomes premium. Original photos, the real story behind them, will rise in importance, not fade away. And here is another key point. AI often creates places that do not exist, or it changes real landscapes into scenes that never happened. We, on the other hand, create original moments from the real world. Moments that are true, repeatable, and connected to an actual place. That originality is something AI simply cannot generate. And there is also the whole experience. When we are out there in the Dolomites, on Lofoten, in Iceland, Madeira, Alaska, Cyprus, or anywhere we explore together, the photo is never just about light and composition. It is also about cold air, wind, silence, waiting, excitement, a bit of fear at the moment when everything suddenly changes. AI doesn't feel any of that. It doesn't freeze at sunrise. It doesn't sweat on a steep climb. It doesn't panic when a tripod starts moving. It doesn't laugh with others. It doesn't enjoy the moment, but we do. And these emotions go right into how we shoot, into our timing, our instinct, our choices, and they always show in the final image. You cannot type this into a prompt. And here's something many photographers forget. Our personal style is not just how we shoot, it is also how we edit. And yes, presets can help, but presets can also kill creativity. If we only use someone else's presets, we start to copy their style instead of building our own. AI style presets make this even easier, but also more dangerous. If everyone uses the same ready-made look, nobody stands out. The true edit grows slowly over years. A real style is born from real work, real mistakes, real practice. And that is exactly why AI cannot replace it. And here is something people often misunderstand. Expeditions are not 100% photography. They are 50-50. Half photography, half experience. And this experience is often just as important because we go as a group, we shoot together, we help each other, we learn from each other, we share mistakes, we share victories, and we share moments that stay with us for years. For many photographers, it is the mix, half photography, have adventure that keep them coming back. Let me show you what I mean. Here is the first example, this photo from our autumn Dolomites expedition. The day before, there was no snow at all, pure autumn. And the next morning, 50 centimeters of fresh snow right in front of the house. A complete surprise. For sunset, we planned to shoot from one of our favorite mountains, but there was also a meter of fresh snow on the way. So as a group, we were sinking, sliding, laughing, swearing, helping each other and slowly fighting our way forward. And then we waited on the ridge. For a long time, nothing. Gray, flat, boring, like today. And then, 8 minutes before sunset, everything opened. Clouds broke, mountains lit up, and the whole landscape turned into something unreal. This is a moment you cannot download, you need to live it. Now the second story, the wave on Lofoten. The scene was quiet, total low tide, and then the sea changed its mind. A huge 4-meter wave came out of nowhere and hit me so hard that I went underwater like a dropped GoPro. I was not swimming, I was spinning, more like laundry on a fast program. When I finally came back up for a short moment, I saw one photographer from our expedition group looking at me with the exact face of please do not die, you have the car keys. And then the next wave hit me again, even stronger, like the sea was checking if I had learned anything from the first one. And then complete quiet again. The sea went totally still, as if nothing happened at all. I somehow managed to get out of the water, boots full of seawater, backpack dripping, everything shaking, but I was fine, and my gear was fine too. I washed the camera, the lens, and even my phone under fresh running water, checked that everything still worked, drove back to our house to change clothes, and then we continued shooting like nothing happened. This is the kind of story no AI image will ever give us. And yes, I survived, and yes, the camera survived too. And here's the third story, one of my favorites, the sunrise climb in Reine at Lofoten. The forecast said 0 sun, so we went shooting just to enjoy the morning mood. But when we drove over the first ridge, we saw it, a small gap forming on the horizon. So we rushed to Reine. The group stayed on the planet viewpoint with the lecturers, but one photographer and I looked at the hill behind us and said, let's go higher. The slope was almost vertical. We grabbed grass, roots, bushes, anything we could. We tried not to fall back down. Heart rate around 200, seriously. And when we reached the top, we had a completely unique view. A place I had not climbed back to since 2017 because the conditions were never good enough. So yes, AI can create clean and perfect images, but it cannot give us the fear before a wave, the joy on a mountain, the silence before sunrise, the teamwork, the struggle, the adrenaline, the moment when we feel we made it, the story behind a photo. Photography is not just a result. Photography is the adventure inside that result. And here's the part that many people still underestimate. Soon we'll have more images than ever before, but fewer real ones. AI will take over the internet with perfect scenes, perfect colors, perfect skies. But perfection without a story is empty. Real photos with real moments will stand out even more. And we should also be honest about this. Yes, AI will replace some parts of photography. Product shots, advertising visuals, basic stock images. Many of these will move to AI, and in some cases it makes perfect sense. But landscape photography, nature, adventure, travel, wildlife, the styles built on real moments will always need a human behind the camera. The value of these photos comes from reality, from being there, from living the moment. So, how do we win against AI? Easy. We shoot more, we travel more, we look for chaos, wind, snow, rain, risk, action, things AI cannot feel. We built our own edit. We stop copying presets and start following our instincts. And we create moments that only happen once in one place to one person. That is something AI will never have. And if you ever want to experience real photography with a real group, the code, the adrenaline, the teamwork, the unexpected magic, our expeditions are below this video. We shoot in all conditions and we live moments you simply cannot generate. So thanks a lot for watching, stay creative, stay curious, and I will see you out there, ideally above the clouds.
By the way, have you heard that you can join us on our exclusive photography expeditions to Lofoten in Iceland? If you want to know more, check the link below.